Hey, babies, good morning. I'm looking at myself earlier going, how can I make both eyes look like they're normal and facing forward? That's how I live my life. Sometimes my one eye is over here, sometimes my one eye is over there. You don't know which eye to look into. I know, I get that. I have that with some people myself. All right, so hey, hi, how you doing? Wellness Wednesday today. A little bit laid back and taking it easy. I hope you're doing the same. Let me just turn this down a little bit. So, all right, welcome. I'm a little bit early today, not by much, of course. I usually try to get here a little earlier before everybody else, before the sun comes up. No, that's way too early. But I am up before the sun usually, and it's like sometimes I don't know if it's 6 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock at night anymore because it's just the change in the weather and the change in the outside and everything, with it getting cooler now, it's getting into fall colors and beautiful. Oh, speaking of colors, look at my nails. Look at my nails. They look so shimmery. Yeah. So Wellness Wednesday incorporates, just feeling good about yourself. And you know what? I got another, I was just thinking, I my picture behind me, it doesn't really fit on. It's like look, it's like right over. I'm gonna have to get a different picture, or maybe I'll just leave that one there. That's a cute little picture that I did with my cousins back during the COVID days when we were supposed to be out and everything. I got my friend, got my cousins together, and we were painting together a beautiful. I'd say that's like uh, Algonquin Park, say kind of scene. So, and this is my Cuban scene. I'm in the scene with Cuba as well. Yes, and that's what it's all about when you paint. It's just a matter of trying to make yourself, you paint things that'll make you feel relaxed. And you see, well, I got David Bowie on the side. I mean, hey, you can't relax any more than that, right? No, I'm kidding. All right, let me get myself together here for you. I always say if you want to know a little bit more about me, check out my website, KimOverholt.com. Oh my gosh, where's my tray? I have to find my tray. It's out of control. It's out of control here. Hold on. Something's going on. My leg's a little short. There we go. That's what it is there. Now my leg's a little tall. But where's my tray? Oh, there's my tray. Hold on. See, every time it's like I got it together. I think I'm ready. It's like no, 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 no. You're not ready yet, Katie. All right, so there's one in there. Let me make sure I'm even. I'm gonna do a little drawing for you today too. Today is we're still doing Inktober, and I've been I'm pretty diligent when it comes to doing stuff like that. I love to draw, and I love to draw all kinds of stuff. And I'm always asking for suggestions. I even ask my AI for suggestions. It gives me some good ideas. I don't think it gave me the idea of drawing Brad Pitt back in the day because AI wasn't really a thing back then. It was just me being stupid. No, 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 I can't lie. Yeah, I did during the COVID time. I was drawing a lot of Brad Pitt drawings just because practicing, and and it wasn't just Brad Pitt either. Actually, I can show you. It was I think this is the one. I have a whole bunch of different things in here. Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of different things. These are my Inktobers from previous. So I got to make some new Inktobers here because we still got some of the old ones. Anyways, and there's that too. Isn't that cute? Okay. Anyways, let me pour over my book over here. Let me just get this going here because I got to get the next one started. You know what? I kind of ran out of time with yesterday's, and I made something cute, but it's kind of like just it's there. It's nothing like the other ones I made are I think are getting a little too elaborate. I got to keep it simple. So doing Inktober is always fun to do, and I say if you love to draw and you need to practice, this is the best way to do it. It gives you prompts. You just do what the prompts say, or you can do your own kind of thing, or make it a theme kind of thing if you want to too. Now I made myself a theme, and then now I'm thinking about it. Maybe I shouldn't have made a theme because now I have to kind of like think about it, like really think about it. And my next one is sun, so I had to make some kind of a sun thing going on. And I was thinking of making a vampire, um, kind of like, getting kind of disintegrated by the sun, really kind of an interesting thing. But I was also thinking about like sun gods, and I was thinking about well, it's sun was actually the sun banshee. The sun banshee. Sun banshee. So banshee. For those of you who don't know, a banshee is a screaming creature, usually a woman-like creature, and that's why that's where the screaming banshees come from, and or when they call women that are like. And I'm sorry that they do this because, but they do. They say, us women be, and they call us banshees. That's what we call it. We're called when we get out of control and start screaming and freaking out. They call us banshees. And some people like know that they are too. It's like, remember that time that I freaked out? Be like, yeah, you were like all over the place. Like, what was that about? And you'd be like, "Arr." But it happens to the best of us. Sometimes you have to freak out. Sometimes people freak out. It's the thing. It's something happens and yeah, snap. It's an artist thing too. Artists like to snap sometimes as well. It's a human thing, and sometimes that's part of the reason why we have Wellness Wednesday, because Wellness Wednesday puts us back into like a better frame of mind, and we hope to God that our brains calm down, get the nice, get to smooth and under control, as my mom used to say, get it under control. Actually, she got that from the Hilarious House of Frightenstein. I gotta say, she got a lot of great ideas from Hilarious House of Frightenstein when I was a kid growing up. And she did straighten out, which is what the Oracle used to do. You get all excited about something. If you don't know who the Oracle is, the Oracle used to give kind of like what I did yesterday for Magic Tuesday. I give you like a reading and kind of put things towards, if you want to try something, blah 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 blah. But he starts laughing, and he goes, straighten out. I always loved that, and she used to do that all the time too. And she made me laugh. She'd be laughing, and she go, straighten out. So, Hilarious House of Frightenstein. I'm a big fan. I always like say thank you every time I think about Mitch Markowitz and my friend Jamie. That doing all the art for them now. That's fantastic. Because that was so much fun, and things like that. You can't let it go. It was a good idea that embrace your fear and make it funny, because sometimes when you laugh at something that you're afraid of, it stops being fearful. You stop yourself being afraid of it and actually get a little bit of courage to handle it. And I think that's probably what a lot of people forget, is the power of humor. Humor actually does great things for people, and it improves people's psyche. It improves your well-being, and I think it's a great thing to do, is trying to be funny. I do cartoons all the time. That's part of the reason, just trying to find things that are funny. When I was working yesterday, I was finding reasons to get people to smile, because sometimes there's a lot of people out there who aren't smiling, and I'm so sorry that I had to kind of like going about the wrong way, maybe going about it with not enough oomph to get you guys laughing and having good times with this. But because you can, and you should, with art, you should have as much fun with it as you possibly can, because you know what? It's life. It's just this one shot you get, and it's fun to do, fun to go for it. Oh, and Inktober is like one of those things, and of course Halloween's coming too. And what better way to feel alive than when you're acting like you're like jovial, and acting like you're happy, and doing wild and wonderful and different things, especially around the Halloween time. It's harvest. There's wonderful things happening, and you should always embrace the good things in life. Okay, so Wellness Wednesday, and again, it's a theme for today. We try to do a little bit of art that incorporates feeling good for yourself, because I mean, if you're not feeling good, what the heck, you got to feel good. Your body wants to be at a natural wellness state, so we can't stop that. You're going to feel good regardless, even if you're having a bad day. Somebody could say just some one word, or smile at you, and it just like turns your day around. You got to hope that there's something like that out there, right? To make us all feel better, because It's good to feel good. And tomorrow is Entertainment Thursday, and I plan to make you guys laugh. So I hope I make you guys laugh or like laugh at me because you can. I want to tell you, I'm I'm not the kind of person who can say, "Oh, you're gonna make fun of me." I know it doesn't matter. I know what, because I'm just doing this because it's something that I like to do. You know. As I know, and I gotta give kudos out there to my friend Jean to it. She's awesome. She's plugging me, and I'm plugging her because she talks about how great I do this, and I do. I try to discipline myself. If I can do this every day, which means that I can also A, exercise every day, B, train my brain every day, which I do. And I do. I exercise every day as well as I like, try to go for walks. I don't stay still, get out of the house, get away from the object of your desires, whether it be like this or something that requires you just sitting down and doing nothing. Get out and do something too. You can't stay. You can hang around, but you can't stay here. So I was saying something like that is how it goes. Um, that's that closing time song. Anyways, so feeling good is very important, and when you feel good, you feel like you are at one with yourself. And why shouldn't you feel good about yourself? I mean, you're here, life is like what it is, and it's up to you to make it better if you want it to be. And that's why we're here. Wellness Wednesday. Yes, we're all here to try and make things a little bit brighter with a little bit of fun and a little bit of love. Yeah. And peace. Because you know what? What's going on in this world? We got to try and turn it around. We have a way of doing it. We can do this. We are strong. We are able. We are, I was just saying at the Freedom Convoy, we did not burn flags at the Freedom Convoy. Like, that is wrong. So, this burning of flags and things is wrong. And this just stop. Just stop hating each other. You gotta love each other. Love is the answer. And John Lennon knew that. And it's his birthday today. So, and Sean Lennon's birthday. So happy birthday, John. Happy birthday, Sean. Yeah, learning to be peaceful in dangerous times is crucial. Crucial. And we have to learn to just have fun with each other. You know what? If somebody's going to be a pissy about something, just let them be pissy about it, because we have better things to do. We've got life to live, and we've got people who do love us out there who don't want to treat us pissy, who want to be happy with us, right? So, and I always get people going, hey, have you heard this one? And this one gets when people, you know, you can't help but get people laughing. I just love getting people excited about things. Oh, my sun's going down a little bit. It's very bright out there, but there's lots of clouds as well. Uh, and I gotta say a big prayer out to everybody suffering through all those storms and everything. Big prayer out to you guys, and positive. Hopefully everything. Ooh, we can only hope for the best, and expecting the worst, and let's hope that they get the help that they need, and that it isn't so oof. Because I've been hearing a lot of stories, and boy, oh boy, everybody needs a little help. We could all use a little help, and love goes a long way. Sending out all that love to you guys. If you are suffering, I hope that this helps make you feel better. If you guys are in need of anything, morale boosting, this is where you get going and have a lot of a good vibrations. You got to have that positivity coming out to you, because there's so much negativity and there's so much going on that we all got to kind of like pull together. Um, a goal, of course, the goal is to make us all follow each other, and that's not what it is. The goal is to come together and embrace each other and be good to each other as much as possible. And I don't want to be, I hate being preachy. I don't like to do that stuff because that's not me. I'm usually like, I don't judge a book by the cover. I usually am a person who just lets people be the way they are. But sometimes you got to just say, okay, are you all right? Do you need any extra help? Because if you need some kind of morale boosting, it's the best that I can do, because like my funding, my budget has gone right out the window ever since I got asked by my employer at the moment. So I have a little to less to work with, and a little bit more concentrating on just getting myself into a better frame of mind too. So things progress, hopefully all goes well. And I hope that all of you out there experience a little bit of peace and a little bit of happiness today at some point. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Inktober, I still want to work on something that has to do with the sun. So maybe I'm going to make some kind of symbols or something. I'm going to have to work on that. It's something to think of. But I also say there's a lot of peace. Here I am. I'm grabbing something to hold of. I also think there's a lot of peace with music, and I love playing tin whistle. It's one of my favorite little instruments to play. I know recorder, blah blah blah. Tin whistle is the same kind of thing. It's very relaxing to play and sounds great. I'll play you a little bit just to, and then I'll stop, because I know you don't really, unless you like that kind of thing. But I was just, what happens when I play is that sometimes it puts the melody to itself and it comes out. I don't really do it. It's whatever sounds good. So we'll try something and see if it sounds good. Okay. Let's pick up the pace a little bit, shall we? You just play. It just kind of, it comes and then it goes and it comes in. It's fun to do. I enjoy that. Maybe I'll do a little bit of that of tomorrow. I love the sound, because sometimes sound brings peace too. So that's why I do that a little bit. And for those of you who don't know, this is actually Kimmy the Clown. I don't know if you can see. Um, Kimmy the Clown. This is hers. Kimmy Clown. Yeah. Kimmy the Clown. She let me borrow it. Because I was engraving it. I wanted to try engraving it so you can see there's a Kimmy the Clown. I love that. Anywho, I'm so glad that you are here. And yes, let me do a little bit of drawing for you and see what we can come up with. Now, all right, so blank page is always a good way to start. I'll get going with something and then I'll let you go, because I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch it. Although, you know what? I have my friend Jamie, and I can sit and watch him draw, because he's just so good at drawing. And maybe I can do a little bit of the same. I'll start with a quick little drawing of something, but I have to kind of have to think about it. What do I want to draw? Wait a second. Well, it's got to be something that has to do with the sun, obviously. Sorry, has to do with the sun. And let's see. I could draw outer space, maybe. Make it. I can make the surface of. There's so many different things, so many different ways of doing this. Sun banshee is a sun banshee. So Something with something would be bright and loud. Not as loud as my tin whistle, but maybe louder. Okay, so sun banshee. Mm. What kind of ideas I had were kind of like like a screaming woman, or something like with just sun or something. So we start with the basic shape. Start with a circle. All right, so we'll start with circle. All right, and thinking about what would it be? A screaming banshee. Screaming banshee. AI isn't the only one that comes up with great ideas. I can do stuff on my own, but I like to use it as a way of doing my own thing. Wow. Is that a plane? Whoa, something very loud is passing over. I'm like, whoa. You can't hear it probably because it's a low decibels, but wow, okay. So I think I've got an idea started. I'm going to show you. Screaming sun banshee. Something like that. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is try to make it look a little bit more realistic. Okay, so what I got to do is just kind of, what I sometimes do is I find references for faces, kind of like that, with a screaming kind of idea like that. And yeah, I'll start creating something. And maybe we can get something really cool going together. Let's see what we can do. Okay. Because, I mean, hey, if they can do it, I can do it too. Watch, watch. Sit back and enjoy the ride, okay? This is a screaming sun banshee. Screaming sun banshee. Sun banshee. 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 Yeah, it's a woman. It's a woman, unfortunately. I don't know why women, there's banshees, but is a male one called a banshee? Is a male one called a banshee? If a banshee, it's a banshee. Otherworldly things have pointy ears. So that's what I'm making, something with pointy ears. Okay. And not pretty either. Not pretty either. It's going to be quite ugly. So don't expect something pretty today. It's not going to be a pretty picture. No, no, no. It's going to be quite ugly. Not that the last one was very nice either. You know what? I wish I would have done, like, had a little bit more time. I would have made it a little bit more. That's very simplistic. But you know what? I can always play with it again later. I know that I had to color it in because it's mine. I can color it in if I want to. Okay. So, Screaming Sun Banshee. I'll make her wearing a dress so you don't have to see very much of her legs. And she's coming at you. So, the face is right at you. And it's screaming, screaming. So the eyes open or closed? That's the thing. There we go. All right. And the hair can be kind of sparse because it is a banshee after all. They're not the prettiest looking of creatures, from what I've been told. I don't know what I've never seen a banshee for myself. So, but the hair will be glowing. So that's going to be like what that is, and it's going to be kind of glowing outward like that. So maybe the eyes will be quite dark. You won't be able to see much of the actual face because it'll all be kind of glowing, but not quite glowing. Yeah, I love doing stuff like that. Okay, so got my basic like idea down. It's not easy. Look, it only took a couple minutes. My basic idea down. That's just to build on it. Make it like a wrinkly. Maybe I will make his eyes open, glowing eyes. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. All right, so coming up with ideas is always kind of fun. I used to do tattoo art and stuff like that back in the past, and came up with my own ideas. It just took a long time to get through it, just because there's like getting it down to right is like, oh, like I just need to get one more little. And it's like, yeah, okay. Anyways, okay, so we can make it so the eyes are glowing too. Yeah, this is gonna look so sharp. This is gonna be scary, scary sun banshee. Okay, we can make something like making the eyebrows like look like they glow. And maybe making the hair look like it's glowing too. It may all just rely on color as well. You may I might draw this out. It might look good like this, but when it gets drawn, when it gets the color put on it, it could make a whole lot of difference too. So there we go. And it's a banshee, so it's a girl. So I have to make the boobies. Should we make her covered or uncovered? There's the thought. And in the hands, I guess the hands could be like, yeah, on the side, like here, reaching out for you kind of thing, coming out. I'll think about that, and then just for a little while, I'll just concentrate on the body right now because there'll be like a skeletal, like looking type body kind of thing too. Legs are far away. It's in a dress, so it's like you can barely see. It's like a barely dressed. That's barely dressed. Yes, so she should be barely dressed, very scantily dressed. Okay, and yeah, glowing, make the eyes glowing. And yeah, this is just basic. And then I'm going to go back over it again. I'll erase some of the lines. I'll go back over it again and go back with a little bit more detail. And not a lot of people yell with their eyes open, though. Most of the people are, you know, their eyes mostly closed, so I'm going to have to make it like a. With glowing inside the mouth. Okay, well, this is fun. Might as well get started, and then I can do like the other things afterwards. Play with it afterwards. Okay, we'll start with my number one. Here, you close up my number one there. I'm gonna start just making with marker, and we'll just go from there. We're just gonna play with it. We're gonna erase my lines here. There we go. Make her maybe come out from the sun, kind of make her glow out. So yeah, it's gonna show, but it's not gonna show. It's gonna be kind of cartoony, but kind of realistic. Yeah. So let's get this going. All right. I'm gonna start with just doing in here. So I'm gonna just take my time with it. Would you like to hear some music? I could just play a few tunes or something. Let me see. Play a little bit of something that's kind of, I don't know. I've played a lot of the stuff that I usually play. No, I don't want to play that. No. How about no? No. No. Nope. You know, there's no music I really want to listen to either. No music, just me. Yeah. Okay. That's the way it's got to be sometimes. Okay, so I'll get started and I'll show you what I got done. And then later on, if you want to check it out, I do have my Instagram, I have my Facebook, and I also have X where you can see the progression of my Inktober's up to date. And we can do it that way too, because I don't want to bore you and leave you here like watching me and stuff like that. But we'll do a little bit of drawing, and then I'll continue it, and then I'll show you what it turns out to be later. Okay. Oh, please, Lord, let me get this right. Okay. So, can you see okay? Are you all right? I'd like to get closer, but unfortunately, I can't at the moment. I remember having dreams about being able to like get real close and stuff like that. But I'll just do it like this, and then we'll go from there. Okay. All right. Cartoon. Yeah, cartoon. Cartoon style. Okay, let me get my eraser. Give a little erase here and there, so I can do it. Because it does start going all over me too. So, all right. So we'll start with like. I think we'll start with the mouth. Because like the mouth is the banshee's like screaming, right? So you get screaming there. And we're gonna have the teeth also, you know, I forgot to put in teeth coming up from the bottom too. Yeah, it doesn't have to be natural in any way or form. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. All right. Take a banshee teeth. Okay, so it's looking like that. Scary teeth. All right, and then we take our eraser and we erase that spot so I can concentrate. If there's anything extra I added in there, I'll just lightly erase it so I can still see it, but just barely. Okay, it'll guide me. So there we go. There's the start there. Rawr. Okay. Yeah, no need to be scared. This is all just about having fun and enjoying the process, especially because it's Halloweenish, and I wanted to have it kind of Halloweeny themed. Okay, it's mythical monsters, but I'm giving it a little bit of a Halloween kind of spark to it. Okay, so we got the. All right, yeah, and yeah, somewhere up there. Because there's going to be light coming out of there. So I got to keep in mind where the dark and the light part kind of comes in to effect. Okay, so the nose is just going to be very thin and small. Makes you wonder how they can actually breathe. Do they actually breathe? The answer is no, they don't actually breathe because it's not real. Here we go. Okay, good. All right. This should be interesting. So, and keep everything kind of uniform, kind of the same. Okay, we're gonna make the ears kind of look the same too. Are they even? Close enough, right? All right, and I'll erase those two. We'll add afterwards some more other stuff. So we've got the. But keep in mind, this it's a weird skull, so it doesn't have to be exactly like our skulls with small eyes. You can have huge eyes and interesting facial features. So it has crazy eyebrows like our prime minister. So I can draw in the crazy eyebrows. There we go. A little bit like that. Yeah. And we want to draw the eyes in, but I'm not sure how the eyes are going to be, if they're going to be like kind of like if you're screaming like that, right? You see like you see this here. Yeah. Sometimes it helps with the expression go. And then you see, oh yeah, there's like the lines that go up here. You become part of your own creation. It's great. So when you make faces, that always helps to kind of help with the creation's own, expression. So it looks like it's going ah. So you gotta make a face go ah. You can see the lines going across here, the triangle shape right there. So you make like a triangle shape kind of right there. And you make this, so you can kind of see there's these lines that are up here. You kind of make kind of like there. in there, kind of thing there. And you make the lines kind of like that. Okay, and then erase, eraser is our friend. There we go. So we can get there. Oh, it's starting to shape up to a really cool looking liquid face. So then we're going to add some more. A little bit. Make it kind of look like Nosferatu, right? Kind of like, ooh. Yeah. But it's a banshee, which is a screaming woman. Kind of like me, but quietly. I'm screaming on the inside. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Anyways, so let me erase some more of the lines here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to color it in, but I am going to add shadow and highlights to be able to, so you see a little bit of difference. Okay, so I got to start concentrating on the eyes. Now, when you're screaming, you're like, so you don't really see your eyes completely open. You got the cheek kind of going up like that, so your cheeks kind of get in the way, and you got to kind of have them like, okay, so let's erase that. So, you do it in small stages, and then you see how it's looking, and then you continue. There we go. Like the face is almost coming there. Oh, you can almost see it. All right. So there's also some like cavernous spots in the face where you got to keep in mind, they're evil, so they gotta look. They gotta have like the lines that go up here, like that. All right, and then now the and but yeah, see, I want to make the eyes glowing, so I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to put a lot of detail in there because I might color it in later and have it so that the eyes are actually going to be kind of just barely seen. You're going to have more like glowing, right? Because it's like rah, banshee. Okay, so let's erase some of the lines here, a little more of the lines. And keep on drawing. Now the eyes, I'm going to just leave them as is because I'm going to work on them as glowing. So what I'm going to do next is work on the hair. So the hair, we're just going to make it, and the hair might also be glowing too. So you're going to make it like look like hair, but not exactly. I remember, oh, that's right. I remember seeing this Japanese cartoon one time, and it had this banshee on it, and it was like it was otherworldly. I have to say, it did have. I think it had the big pointy ears, and it had the screaming expression. But it was like it didn't have the glowing eyes, or maybe it did. I can't remember. But the hair was huge. The hair was like all like most of its body was mostly hair, all flowing and all like violent, violent. Yeah. Okay, so there's the face kind of coming out there, and you got to think of okay, well, it's kind of like this bony creature, so you got to kind of think of like it's like a little skeletal. It's kind of like right. So you can think of the inside there. There's a tongue, like a little, because it's screaming. It's kind of, right. So it's got the you can see its uvula. Knock, knock. Who's there? Jane's uvula. Jane's uvula who? I don't know, Jane, but I do know this. Oh, sorry. That's the whatchamacallit. Saturday Night Live days. Jane's uvula. Jane's uvula who? I don't know, Jane, but I do know this. It's like, what the hell? What kind of a joke is that? Anyways. Okay, so the sun is going to be like huge. So it's going to kind of like maybe even go even further than this hair that I have here. We'll kind of make it kind of come out, but we can make it extend even further out. Like this, the way it goes around, its the hair will also kind of be like this too. We'll make it kind of out there. And it does have like a little bit of a, it looks like rays of the sun like shooting out. Yeah, okay. And the hair might continue all around it. That's the way it goes. Okay, so that comes out. Gonna make them look kind of bony, so I'm gonna kind of make it look bony arms. Just in some kind of rags or something. I'm thinking something that's like barely on. Something that's barely on the body here. Maybe I'll make some kind of animal skin or something. It's wearing some kind of animal skin, but it's like there we go. Making it, filling it in. So more, we get rid of some more lines, fill it in, see where we need some more stuff put in, and see how bony it's starting to look. Ooh, it's looking kind of scary, right? This is great. I love sharing this with you because that way you're learning and drawing at the same time. It's going to be glowing, and I'm going to try to work on the eyes a little bit better. I might be changing the eyes a little bit. This one looks different from that one. To fix that one too. Kind of make them look the same, but then make them. Maybe I'll make them with the slits instead of eyes, kind of thing, or maybe no eyes whatsoever. You know, you can play with that, the glow idea. Maybe make the eyes just glow. Okay, so then we're going to do the banshee arms. Of course, it's skinny, no muscle whatsoever. There's barely a muscle there. Bony elbow, maybe. Bony elbows this way too. Maybe coming forward like lurching, yeah. Lurching, there's a word. Okay. So yeah, we're making the comb that way. Looking good, okay. So now we've got the more of a detail going on there. Let's erase some more lines. Called the Sun Banshee. Now we're going to kind of have to play with it a little bit. Like I say, make that foreshortening, which foreshortening means kind of starting with the head big, and as soon as you get your body, like if I was standing like here, you see how big my head is here, like this, and you see how far away my shoulders are. This a little bit smaller, but if you look further down here, further at a kind of a weird angle, you go down this way, and it makes everything kind of far into the distance. I'm just kind of like squishing it down into the distance so it looks like it's coming at you. And that's going to make some like it's gonna what I usually do sometimes too is I'll take the picture and I'll scan it with my scanner over there. I have a scanner over there. Bill's sitting on it right now, actually. I take the scanner, I scan the picture, put it onto my computer, manipulate that, and like to make that glow, I could actually use computer and make it actually like, make the eyes glow and stuff like that. Change it all around once I got it into the computer. So when you get good enough to do your drawing and then put it into the computer, whatever computer you're using, and you have some software programs that you can use to play with the actual picture, you can manipulate it into making it look like a, okay. So we're going to continue because it's a banshee. We're making a banshee. Okay. The banshee, of course, is a screaming. So that screaming is actually screaming at you. You can't hear it, but it's really, really loud. It's piercing my ears right now. And we'll keep it kind of, we'll try and keep it a little on the clean side, okay? We'll add, so she's wearing some kind of like top or something to kind of like hide most of her nakedness, to say. A little bit of something kind of like kind of covers, just barely, made from some old pieces of leather, kind of all put together. And she's really skinny, so you can see all of her bony ribs. And she's extremely skinny through there. Can look like emaciated, really, really skinny, skinny, skinny. And plus, he's not really of this world, so it's unnaturally skinny. So, and then the arms will come forward. Yeah, so the hands will come forward, and maybe I'll make them like almost look like they're hanging down. No, before I do that, I'm going to concentrate on do the rest of the body here. So they've got some kind of, it's got some kind of something on, because I don't want to have it being completely naked, because most banshees are naked, and like we don't need to see that. So we'll make it with some kind of like little dressing of some sort on. Not much, like I say. This is basically bare skin and stuff like that, and it's coming at you, so it's like, right. So you got to make sure that's far away. You see this kind of dressed with something, and I think the arms will come forward. So hold on, I'll draw them in first with pencil, and then we'll go over it again with pen. So we got the hands. We can put hands like right there. Put a hand there. Put another hand over here. And it can be like kind of old and raggedy kind of. You don't have to even have to have all the hands there, but just having an idea of the hand being there too. Kind of reaching for you, kind of thing, coming for you, but screaming, ah! Yeah, see, so it doesn't. It looks kind of happy, I guess. It could be happy. We're going to paint it in, and color it in. When I color it in, probably a little bit more, it'll look a little bit brighter and scarier. Yeah, so no worries. It's going to show a little bit more brightness and scariness when I'm done with it. So, and let's put some more bony looking, make it look more bony by just adding like a little bit of. Maybe showing a little bit of nipple. Little nipple. You can't see much, but it's kind of like, just barely. Oh my gosh, do you really want to see that? No, I wouldn't want to see that live either. Okay, so let's erase the rest of that. Okay, so we have a sun banshee. Dun, 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 dun. And I'll color it in. And we'll see what it looks like in a little bit. All right, so that's good. That's for today. That's Sun Banshee. I got through it. That's great. With your help, I appreciate it. And tomorrow will be nomadic cyclops. So I'll be making a one-eyed creature for tomorrow, and doing what's it called? Entertainment Thursday. Yes, Entertainment Thursday. That's tomorrow. Today's Wellness Wednesday, showing a little bit of Inktober, and tomorrow is Entertainment Thursday, and then we have Feedback Friday. Feedback Friday is when I want to hear from you guys. Let me know how you guys enjoy this. If you want to see more of doing that kind of drawing, do it for yourself if you want to. Do Inktober. Hey, Jean. Hi. I was just talking about you earlier. And yeah, so try that if you want to. Play with that a little bit. Um, to yeah, I'm losing track of what I'm saying. Yeah, Feedback Friday. I want to hear from you. Okay, so usually what we do is, like I say, I got it going all week. So Monday, cartooning Monday, a little more of this, and I let you go on the weekend because you probably have enough of this. So cartooning Monday, Magic Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday today, feedback. I mean, Entertainment Thursday and Feedback Friday. Yeah, I keep it real simple, all in one hand, all the best times that you could have in under an hour. Sometimes I've heard it go a little bit shorter than an hour. Sometimes, you know, a lot of things can happen in an hour, but we try to keep it under as much as we can. I don't want to overindulge you with too much stuff. Oh, excuse me. I don't eat anything and I still get indigestion. What's up with that? Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. This is just a showing you of how to do Inktober 2024 and enjoying Wellness Wednesday. And I hope that you enjoyed a little bit of watching me draw. Come on back often because I'm always drawing or always painting. I always have more coming up for you to enjoy. And if you can see the stack of things that I have going on over there, you'd be like, oh God, can't you just sell all that stuff? Believe me, I'm trying. If you would like any of my art, please look me up, KimOverholt.com. And in the meantime, I will see you guys later. I hope you have a fantastic day. Let me get some jazz going back on there for you. Yes. All right. So thanks again for tuning in for Wellness Wednesday. And Thursday, like I say, will be my day to be ham for you. I've got my microphone set up and I'm going to be plugging in my ukulele and singing a couple songs for you and doing some art. So until then, peace, oh brother, with a little bit added, as my mama used to say, because God love her. She was the best. And of course, good luck to everybody out there. It's all the best. What more could you ask for? Even if you tried, right? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. Da-da-da.